Boy, has it been a minute. I miss you guys so much. Like I say this too often. So let's just get it out in the open. I love you and I missed you dearly. So with that being said, let me drop a gem or two or three for my time that was lost. All I could do is be here right now. If we see any straps, let's mind our business, shall we?
Boy, we wasting time. Girl, don't waste my time. No party, I don't.
Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lexi. Nice to meet you. I have to be honest, this video is not entirely organized. It hasn't been that planned. Why? That's on my part. But the biggest thing is I wanted to get something out to you guys, and I just wanted to speak and use my voice and have you guys see and hear me because I've been so selfish. Ugh. Do you know how selfish it is to know within your core, like your entire soul and spirit, to know that you possess such creative abilities, such divine abilities, and that you know truths and you have knowledge that you've acquired and lessons that you've learned as you know, go through this life shit. Imagine you having all of these unique, innate qualities and you keep them to yourself? What? I'm guilty. I'm guilty as fuck. Lock me up. Because me being me, when you know that you're just bad AF, when you understand that there's something much bigger than you that is moving through you, therefore you understand that, yeah, we're all human and we all have our own mistakes and our own flaws. We were all each uniquely created. Yes, we're human, but there's something, you know, much bigger, our soul, that moves through us. But in even simpler terms, God moves through us. God, the universe, whatever you'd like to call it. With that being said, in the way that we picture, I'm gonna just say the great creator, it's just so vast. Like, how can you sum that up into words? So we're just gonna use the great creator because I feel like it's just very easy to digest. So imagine you being created like you're perfect. You have kids, no matter what they look like, no matter what characteristics they have, you think they're perfect because they're mine. The great creator feels the same way about all of us. So imagine being created absolutely perfect with not a flaw in sight, and then holding all of that for yourself when you're meant to share it with the world. I'm definitely talking to myself here, but that's why I want to share this message with all of you lovely people. Like, I've just had so many insightful conversations recently in my personal life where I found myself preaching, I found myself spreading truths that I just know within myself are that way. And one that I want to talk about in particular in this video is that no matter how it may seem, everything that is perceived outside of yourself, so the things that you can touch, the things that you can react to with your senses, it all comes from you. So the same way, like I said, the ultimate, the great creator, you know, I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to keep it real simple, because the moment that you mention words that don't like click with people, it kind of just disrupts some, and you can kind of be like, this bitch is just yapping. I am yapping, but it takes a very open mind to hear and understand the words that come out of my mouth, and it's not for everybody. I get that, but all I want to say right now is that no matter how it seems, the life that you live is all coming from you based on how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, what you think you're capable of. Every cap and every limit that you place upon yourself, that's what life is played out for you. So no matter what it is to tell yourself, whether it's good or bad, life is going to play out for you and prove that, prove those same beliefs to you, and some of those beliefs aren't even yours. Now you're living a life based on lies. Imagine that. And this could be from anywhere: co-workers, parents, siblings, teachers, friends, peers from years ago. I'm talking about years. I'm talking about baby days. I'm talking about when you wasn't even aware that you was taking in other people's insights and then just adopting it as your own. Like way back when. And that's all for you as well. That's the thing. Your whole life from start to finish has already been created, and there's an infinite amount of possibilities that your life can go for you. But it all depends on the things that you tell yourself on a daily basis, or I'm gonna say consistent basis. So things that you hold true or not about yourself, and the things that you choose to revisit, unlearn, and relearn anything that is no longer fits you, no longer is your vibe. So why hold on to something, for example, a shoe, and it don't fit no more? You've outgrown the shoe, but you trying to squeeze your foot into the shoe. Baby, just get new shoe, or even better, walk barefoot. The moment that you decide that something is no longer for you, universe is like, oh, okay. And then you'll be placed in a very similar but different. The only thing that's different here is you, because you decided that you didn't want to do something anymore. A very similar circumstance or situation where you would usually do the things that you said that you don't want to do anymore. So now you're in this position of a crossroads. Do I, A, want to keep doing the things that I know is not really benefiting me because I'm in this same predicament or in this same spot that I'm in because I keep on doing these same choices, and we already know which way that goes. Because you'll end up at the crossroads again. You're always going to end up at another crossroads, because that's what life is. A whole bunch of decisions. All we have is choice. Freedom of choice. We're blessed to say the things that we want. We're blessed to do the things that we want. But not only the things that we want, the things that we love, the things that fuel us and drive us. Therefore, everything that you do should, but then again, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Should be making you happy, or at least fuels you enough to want to wake up in the morning. That all comes back down to your why. There's so many questions that you have to ask yourself, but you gotta want to ask them, which leads me back to life comes from you. Everything that we see on the outside, believe it or not, it's from the past. Stay with me if you can. You tell yourself these things about yourself. I'm gonna have to use myself as an example. I think of myself as nothing less than divine. I am not of this world. I'm fabulous in every way possible. That doesn't mean I don't have my flaws, right? I'm always put in positions where there's somebody who is appreciating me for either my craft or maybe some words that I've shared, or I don't know, I'm art, so appreciating how I've decided to put myself together that day. And so I can either A, resort to somebody that I used to be. I used to downplay all my accomplishments. I used to downplay everything that I found good about myself. When somebody was to recognize the same beauty that I saw within it, I'd just be like, it was nothing, like it wasn't really. Do you know somebody like that? Always trying to put themselves down for somebody else, trying to seem humble. I could either be that person, or I can be the person who recognizes that I did put my time and effort into something. So it's expected for somebody to come and appreciate my time and energy, because it's evident. It's evident in the things that I do. You being amazing, you being spectacular, I can't even verbally explain how great of a person that you are. It's evident. All your friends, all your family, they know this about you. They see it about you first. And the only person that's doubting you is you. And I don't know in what way that you're meant to take that. I don't even know in what way I'm supposed to give that off. But all I know is that you're supposed to be doing something that you love. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna have their own opinions. That's free too. It's real cheap. Opinions are cheap. So if anybody's gonna have their own opinions anyway, right, let's think about it. Anybody's gonna think whatever the fuck they want to think anyway. You might as well be doing something that you actually like to do. So therefore, if anyone does have an opinion, it don't matter, because you're the only opinion that matters. If anyone has an opinion, it doesn't matter, because you're happy with the life that you live and you're proud of it. So what is anybody else? What that got to do with you? Nothing. It don't got nothing to do with you. Nobody else's opinions matter. It's all what can I do? What can I do? It shouldn't. I feel like I'm not gonna say it shouldn't, because I'd be a hypocrite, and that's what I'm trying not to be. I am absolutely not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I have all my flaws. I procrastinate almost every day. I would say I am a hypocrite, but I'm not trying to place any labels on me. But I tend to, dibble and dabble in hypocrisy every now and then. But who doesn't? Because all I can do is speak from a place of personal experience. It might just be because I'm a Libra, but I'm always giving unsolicited advice, or it's just like, girl, no one asks. But I swear I know something. Whole time, am I applying it to my own life? I feel like a lot of the times we try so hard to insert ourselves into other people's lives and what they have going on, because we think or deem it as more important than spending that same time and energy into ourselves. Whew, a word. It's just like you see potential in somebody else, not knowing that exactly what you see is everything that's in you. When we like something that somebody else does, it's because we recognize that we possess that same energy. We're all each other, learning and doing the same shit. And it's all for self-development. That's the whole point. We're all here for self-development. So why doing things for other people, or doing things for the sake of anything other than your happiness, is just like a waste. You only have this one life, and not just this one life because we come back here to, live and shit, but one life is you. One life as you. You know what I'm saying? That's it though. I'm not gonna ramble. I'm not gonna blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? Are you feeling the vibes? That you're absolutely perfect and you can do no wrong in my eyes, at least. I love you. And anything that you do is a gift. When you're talking to your friends, when you share laughs, when you just walk to and from the store, a gift. People see it. People seeing it. So it's time you see it, babe. Go get whatever it is that you want and stop playing. Write it down. That's it. It's yours.